What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2. Today, I'm just running around doing some errands. The main thing is I'm meeting up with a realtor who's actually one of my good friends. We're trying to set up an open house tomorrow to try to get some clients in our pipeline. It's always a good strategy to help out with open houses. Just to keep that relationship open with realtors. It's kind of I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, and then in the end it just works out to deals, and then you find a realtor and you become their lender. So that's on the main agenda. Another thing is I'm going to be doing driving for dollars on the wholesaling side. If you're not familiar with that, that's basically you literally just drive through neighborhoods and you look for houses that just don't fit that neighborhood. And again, like I said, I'm no guru on these things. I mean, I've been trying to do wholesaling for a whole year, basically, and I still have yet to have my first deal. But going through that year and trying and, just trial and error, I've learned a lot. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'll just show you. So yeah, that's the gist of how wholesaling works and why it's good to drive for dollars. It's just another way of building a list to kind of cold call. And cold calling, like when I first started, I absolutely hated it. And I didn't know, but it was kind of forming me and getting those skills into where I'm at today with just cold calling. That's basically all I do is cold call. I get yelled at, I get rejections, I get no, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Whoa, that almost fell. A bunch of all that stuff. So it's a tough game, but I've gotten used to it, and I've actually really enjoyed cold calling now. Just because, going through it, you try to think, well, how can I get better at this? How can I get better at this? And then you do your research and you find different strategies and different techniques, and it's kind of fun to test those techniques, and you're just like, whoa, that actually kind of worked. Whoa, that's a cool Toyota. Sorry, I like Toyotas, and there's like this really old Toyota Corolla like station wagon. It's pretty cool. Anyways, you just build your toolbox of tools that you can use, and I know that one day that it's all going to come together. That's the thing, like you just start where you're at, and if you just have that mental toughness and you just keep going, it's bound to happen. It's inevitable with anything, with whether you're going to school for a certain degree or you're a certain trade, or you're trying to do this entrepreneurship thing or a business, anything. If you just keep your head down and do the work and have that mindset of basically telling yourself that you already have it, you already obtained what you want, it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. And that's a big part of that book that I shared my first episode, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That just kind of goes into it, and you kind of have to figure it out for yourself, and it'll kind of just pop up at you in the book of like what they're trying to get across. But for my next book, I've actually been listening to, because I've been driving a lot, I've been listening to Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I've read the paperback before, but the Audible is really cool. It kind of goes more into depth. And the guy is like, he's really blunt. Like, he'll tell you how it is, and he'll just kind of disrupt your comfort. And it's a good thing. But basically that book, what it's about, it's this guy, he's an ex-Navy SEAL, and even just getting into the SEALs, he had everything going against him. He was something almost, I think it was like 265 pounds or like almost 300 pounds or something like that. And he basically got laughed out of the recruiter's office. And he was like, you know what, screw that. I'm going to become a Navy SEAL. And long story short, he does it. But he does it in a way too with mental toughness, with running. And I'm telling you right now, that book will help you get off the couch if that's what you're struggling with. That book will like literally just kick you, and it'll just be like, whoa, I need to get in gear. And you just start running for some reason, and you're running and you're shaking your fist at David Goggins. But it's a good thing, you know. Like I come from a running background with the military, and I absolutely hated it. I hated running, you know. Even before I joined the military, I was like, man, I hate running. Lo and behold, I get into a career where it's basically all running. But I mean, over time, I got better and better. I was never the best runner, and now my knees are kind of paying for it because we would just do airborne shuffle all over the place. Let me know if you know what that is down in the comments. And if you're hurting from that now, I'm 28 years old and my body feels like a 55-year-old. It sucks. Although I don't know, the 55-year-olds maybe have good knees. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So that book will get you into gear with anything that you're doing, and it's just a good read, and it'll get you motivated. But yeah, that's basically the agenda today. So I'm gonna be meeting up with my realtor friend Diego. Maybe he'll want to say hi on camera. I don't know. So I'm here parked in front of Best Buy. I have to get some things, but it's a couple days before Christmas, and it is absolutely nuts out here. So wish me luck. I made it. Funny story about Diego. I honestly don't know how I like really met him. I mean, I know how I met him, but I just don't know like where he came from. So basically, I grew up with this group of friends, and we're still all very close today. We're on like a daily group chat, and we would do every spring break. We would do a camping trip, and it would be a bunch of us. Big group of us. And then one day, you know, we were on this camping trip, and I just see this guy standing there. He's this little Hispanic dude, and I go up and like, hey, what's up, man? My name's Jason. And he's like, oh, my name's Diego. You know, he has an accent. I was like, oh, cool. And that was about it. And then I went around asking the group, like, hey, where did this guy come from? And nobody really could give me a straight answer. And that was like 6 years ago, but now he is like one of my closest friends, and he's all at our like family, I always call our friend group family because we're so close. He's all at our like family functions like now, like he's always around, and I love it. And I love how Diego kind of just popped up in my life years ago, and I never knew the significance of that. And now, you know, fast forward, we're working together, you know, and it's just kind of funny how things work out that way. But Diego, I love you, man, and I'll see you in a little bit, hopefully, and maybe you guys can meet him on camera. Say hi.
What's up?
Say I'm Diego.